Hello everyone, and welcome to the Deep Blue Renegade podcast. My name is Molly, also known as the Deep Blue Renegade, and I'd like to welcome you guys to episode 453. Today is Saturday, December 2nd, 2023, and I'm glad you could join me today. It is a rainy, foggy day today. What it be? I have gotten, my shower and my coffee in. So hopefully it won't be too abbreviated a nap. It's definitely been quite a strange week for me this week. So we'll just sort of we'll just get through it. Would it be so? So it'd be the case where I have not yet done like my full grocery shop for the week. After coming back from whatever, about a week away. Or to be, and this is definitely a scenario in which the weekend that I opted to take at home was not very helpful for it wasn't very helpful for the for the aspect of being ready for the week. So we'll see how everything comes together. What it be? It doesn't help that it's so glum. You know what I mean? So most of what I've done in the last 3 weeks, knitting wise, has been the Scheherazade shawl, and so this is my little ball of yarn, and you can maybe barely tell what is what is a little bit more green versus what's more of like a deep teal here. So would it be? And I finished a row last night, and I was about ready to start on the next one, and they're like, no. So it'd be the case where I have 4 rows and a bind off left to do on this. So this got quite a lot of love. So I don't even know, did I talk with you guys about how I had to rip back? I think so. There's been some time since then. Or would it be? I probably talked about it. Whatever. So it was the case where this was the project that got the most work done while I was off of work for Thanksgiving. This was the one that I took out on the airplane. I brought other stuff with me and didn't do anything. So it is certainly the case where would it be like we're like the end is near. We're not too far away from completion. I don't know, it seems like it's going to be like a decent size object. And yeah, you can definitely see now sort of how that two-ended gradient is coming together. And you can really see with this camera. Thanks for computer. Just would it be like just how gorgeous the whole thing is, and can we see the beads? Can we get a little sparkle? Not with this light. Maybe there's a little sparkle. So close to being done. So whatever, as long as there aren't any catastrophes, like this is going to be done pretty soon. The only time-consuming task that I need to do is to sit down with my beads, count them out, and then compare that with how many stitches I expect to have on my needles for a beaded bind off, and then select whatever number of beads is slightly less than. my remaining number of beads, because or would it be, like, the only thing is, since it's so heavily beaded throughout, like, it definitely needs, like, a little bit of edge heft. So, would it be, so, Scheherazade Anna Victoria pattern from the lily pad. Yeah, and it's definitely moving in a positive direction. So, sorry, when I picked this back up, I did notice that some stitches had come off, because a 9-inch circ at the top of a sleeve is maybe a little too aggressive for this one. So this is my Poet, which is a Sari Nordland design. It didn't get a lot of work on it while I was on break, and I don't know if it's just the case where I've been putting a lot more of my attention on the shawl, because it's in a pretty easy to, comparatively speaking, easy to carry state, because there aren't bead rows. Or I don't know, whatever. So I'm not too worried about this. This will probably get a decent amount of love once I clear the Scheherazade off of my very long-term WIP list. So would it be? So it'd be the case where I'm working on a sleeve right now. I think I did all of my counting and puzzling necessary in order to get everything right with this one. So not too crazy there. Oh, did I put markers in this? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I will be filled with regret, because I think whatever. There was a slightly different stitch count between them, but I think what I ended up doing was this was the sleeve that had slightly too many stitches on it. It was the case where, what would it be? Definitely a situation where the expectation was that you were following along in the written directions along with the chart, and so it wasn't too far off. So, like, it's pretty early sleeve right now, so I've probably gotten like about an inch of sleeve knit. Which I don't know, I can't remember. Yeah, what would it be? This may be a case where, since it's been so long since I last podcast, I do not recall where I left off on this project. So, or what would it be? Or maybe inch of sleeve is a lovely amount of progress for the sweater, and that I hadn't gotten the sleeve on. I think I was secretly thinking that would it be? It'd be the case where I would be working on the shawl when I was at my parents' house, and that I would be working on the sweater when I was traveling, and then it just turned out I just worked on the shawl the whole time. But I did set myself up so that I could. Yeah, I'm wondering if the stitch marker that I found in the bottom of my bag was supposed to mark the beginning of row for me or something like that. So we'll just have to figure that one out. And then it's also going to be like a little bit hilarious, because what would it be? Like I have like I have my US 1 needle stuck in the sweater, but it's like a longer one. So I'm not even 100% sure what I was thinking there. So would it be? It's probably nice to have like some pretty straightforward knitting here, so that is good. I just need to, would it be? Just a matter of where my focus is at any given time. So that is the story there. It's probably gonna be a while yet before this is all the way done. But I'm not too worried about it because it's always sweater weather in San Francisco. Which makes life easy. So I did end up winding yarn for a cast on, but then did not start the project, which is fine. What is it? I have my so this is Suburban Stitcher that I picked up at SSK, and so they are speckly skeins with the definite pink there, and so the lighter one is Pop Star and the darker one is Nightlife. So it's like, where can I hold this label where it doesn't get totally blown out? So these are ready to go for whenever I finish a project, basically. So it'd be the case where this one has more of like a gray base with then also like the browns and pinks in it, and then this one is more of like a white base, and then it has like what is it, like pink and brown and orange speckles on it, but both of them are certainly pinky for sure. And then what is it, I pulled out, I think, yeah, I pulled out a 3.25 millimeter needle for this one, so it should make a good size shawl. I think two skein shawls are always a nice size. So the plan is to do Sizzle Pop by Leslie Ann Robinson. Since it was a win-win of comfort knitting plus brioche plus the recipient liked the pattern, so we're good to go. Again, it's just would it be? I'm guessing the shawl will be done first. Will the shawl be done, or will my green beaded shawl be done before the end of the month, or whatever? Like, I hope so, but who knows what's gonna happen. So let's see. Yeah, so that is all the knitting content. So even though, or what is it, like on one hand, like a tremendous amount of shawl has been knit, it doesn't end up filling up a lot of airtime, does it? So on the spinning front, I am getting closer to the end of my second bobbin. Would it be? There definitely was the case where a friend last night was like, "There's no way you're gonna fit it all on." So that part there is pretty soft and fluffy. Oops. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to. It's gonna be a little bit of a nail biter here. So the dealio is that, would it be? So like I have like this piece left of this But I have several more to go. So, would it be? It definitely seems like I have way more. Would it be? It definitely seems like I have way more fiber to spin here than could fit on the bobbin. So it may be a situation where I need to finish the project on, or finish that one on another bobbin in order for it to all go on. I don't know. What would it be? I did manage to fit all of the first 4 ounces on a bobbin, but we'll see what happens here. So let's, what would it be? Yeah. So that is, what is it? Bats I made for a marled sweater spin that include Shetland and BFL. I think Finn. I don't know, it's been so long. This project is also on the long-term WIP list. Because it'd be the case where I started this project before like the last SSK, and so still working on it in December. But what would it be? I was able to get a little progress last night. I was able to get a little progress a few weeks ago. What would it be? Because I brought my spinning with me to a knitting potluck where I did not need to keep the Bambino alive. or that's how I use my weekend. I used my weekend day to hang out with people, which is fine. So it'd be. So it'd be the case where I don't know. I guess it's an interesting question about like what progress I want to make on the project. Would it be like how far I want to be and what I want to be doing. Whatever. It's like I don't know, like I don't want to have goals. So not too crazy there. All right, so the last thing I want to talk about was I did end up deciding to get the base 12 spin along factors again. I guess we'll just have to assume that 1207 translates to 2023 in base 12. So what is it? This is the 3rd year that I've done this. Maybe it was a little bit silly because I did end up losing a lot of my spinning mojo last year. All right, so apparently there are markers in here and fabric markers. And it's like personalize your base 12 drawstring bag. There are 12 empty houses on the bag, and we've included some fabric markers so you can color them in as you complete each day's spinning. Use a piece of paper or cardboard between materials to prevent ink from soaking through. To set the markers, allow to dry for 12 to 24 hours and iron on the reverse side for 3 to 5 minutes. Interesting. It's like, so apparently there is some interactive items to this. All right. So, what would it be? Base 12 spin along 1207. So math divisions use unusual things like come up with alternative ways of counting. Often it's for good reasons, like binary, which is just using ones and zeros and lets computers automate a vast number of things, inspired by Jacquard looms. Mathematicians argue that base 12 is the superior counting system to our decimal system because so many more natural systems are base 12 and because 12 is divisible by both 2 and 3, which makes more things evenly divided compared to base 10. So for this spin along, we're going to learn how to count to 12 in base 12 through the process of spinning 6 ounces of fiber over 12 days. What would it be? It gets a lot more complicated after that. Maybe we'll do that next year. Since we've been at this base 12 thing for a couple of years now, we're going to add some info about Chile in our theme, which is Houses of Valparaiso. Nick's family immigrated from Chile after their military coup in the 1970s, and it's a good year for reflecting on good memories. So we're going to share our memories of Chile with all of you. You'll notice that the colorway names for everything except signature blends are somehow related to Chile, and we'll discuss that during the cell. There are 2 envelopes in this package. Each envelope corresponds to a different way to approach the spin along. This means there may be spoils if you pay attention to what other people are spinning. If you spin your fiber in order, it will be a mix of colors, but split into a warm half and a cool half. But the same order as everyone else. That spins it that way. This corresponds to the fiber key envelope. Inside the envelope is the listing of what each day is in terms of fiber content. Generally, all fibers are approximately 75-25 merino silk, and should all spin approximately the same grist and require the same amount of twist. Use a control card or create your own control card along with the playback sample for testing your consistency across the 12 days. If you want to mix it up and create something random and likely one of a kind, open the random barber pole Lessine envelope and follow the directions on the envelope. The official start of the base 12 spin along is December 12th. Please use the hashtag base12sal on social media to share your progress. Nick and I will host a live stream on YouTube for each night of the spin along at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, where we will spin our day's portion of the spin along. Closer to the launch of the cell, pay attention to your email inbox. We'll send you more detailed instructions on how to join us for the live streams on YouTube. Cheers, and I can't wait to spin along with you. So, not too crazy. So, we have our surprise. And here is how you do the random. So what I will need to, or what is it? So it'll be the case where I will need to decide how I end up approaching this. So it's the case where what I did the first year was I spun one ply in order and the other ply randomly, and then I just split bags. So it was like a semi-spoiled. Last year, like I totally missed a spin along. So I ended up spinning the fiber later, and what I decided to do was I opened it all up, I looked at the fiber, I split it into 3 color groups, carded them into bats, and then core spun it. Like so. So now I have 3 gradient skeins, a very, very fluffy core spun. Not just, I've like totally forgotten what yardage I ended up getting. I think I got about 200 yards per skein. It would be, because core spinning is one way to make your fiber stretch really far, and make it really, really fluffy. And obviously enough, I haven't quite figured out what I'm making with it yet. So I don't know if I want to do like a more fine spin, or if I do, who would it be, or if I'm just going, what would it be? I haven't figured out what my game plan is yet. I can definitely see a scenario in which what would it be? I guess it is good to know that would it be, there's sort of like 2 parts to the fiber, so it may be the case where what is it? It may be the case where I opt to do 2 bobbins. and then plait them together, or do 2 bobbins and have 2 3-ounce skeins. I'm definitely not going to do mini skeins. So what would it be? It's yeah. So we'll figure at some point. I'll have to figure out what my approach is and how I'm going to do the project. But at least for now, shouldn't be too crazy. So, or would it be? So then it'd be the case where I guess that starts on a Tuesday. I probably won't be able to participate in the live stream for that first day. Would it be? But I'll have to report back on my progress in the next episode. Would it be? I think I would like to finish this bobbin. On this on the Longstanding spinning project. So we'll see how I come there. But I don't think I can work on it quite this afternoon. I don't want to lose forward momentum on making sure I have groceries. So whatever, it's fine. So no, we'll see what happens. What would it be, since I am working on this big project, it's definitely the case where would it be yeah, now what I'm actually wondering about right now is if I end up doing a like 3-ply yarn where I do like one day per bobbin and sort of run through that, and then based on whatever, if that might be like a very interesting gradient skein or something like that, or maybe it'll just be very color blocked. That all depends on consistency. So what'd it be? Like I still have it up on, like I'm looking over there because I can see that I have 5 bobbins. So, or would it be like that's a possibility. That could be something interesting for sure. So we'll see what happens. And go from there. No big deal. So should be able to record again in 2 weeks. Would it be? It's looking more and more likely that it will be whatever Christmas time here, which should hopefully be very chill and lovely. Yeah. So yeah, well, whatever. Like, there's definitely, or what is it? There's definitely a desire to be able to, go on a vacation when work is shut down, but there's what it be? It's feeling like it's been too chaotic recently. Would it be? What else? No. Not would it be? So we'll see how everything comes Yeah, so right next week I'm gonna be chill for a while. My computer falls asleep a bit too easily, though maybe I will need to sit down and get it charging soon. Yeah, so should be good. So with that, I hope you guys have a lovely week, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.